Watch. Hear what
Let's
you
go,
have to
Reggie.
say. Blame Unc.
Okay, great.
Peace,
I
brother
wanted
Reggie.
to do a video on Dr. Joseph Ben Jochanan. And I know that many of you do not haven't really read or understood Dr. Joseph Ben Jochanan. I do know that, right?
Never heard of
Now,
him. Never heard
but
of him.
I did not put the Discord on blast because I don't want people to attack because we're all
Well,
learning.
you should have, Reggie. The hell wrong with you?
Right. So I know. I know.
We asked for
They
it.
don't
Listen,
attack you. They gonna be
I
on your
know.
head.
So now, before I do this on Dr. Joseph Ben Jochanan, I need your best critique. And most of the time, y'all are negative on Dr. Joseph Ben Jochanan.
Hey,
And I
hey
hope
Reggie, can you do me a favor, Reggie? Reggie,
We
can
ain't
you
got
do me a
enough
favor,
time for
Reggie?
that,
Can
Reggie.
you do me a
so
favor,
I can
Reggie?
record. Yes.
Yeah. Can you do me a favor, Reggie? Yeah, start the record, nigga. Start the record. I need you to do me a favor, Reggie.
Well, I'm going to record the screen. So
All right, go
Y'all
ahead.
asking for another classic, yo.
Well, you can
Y'all
watch
asking.
it tomorrow.
So
Hey,
before
whoa,
I'm
whoa,
going to
whoa.
record the
Hey,
stream, but I'm not going to record the channel.
No,
But I'm
you
gonna
can,
record the stream.
Reggie, you can,
it. Reggie.
I'll give you the stream when we're done. I'm recording right now. Or you can do whatever, you know what? Whatever y'all want. It don't matter. It's just,
Okay, so
we just
now what is
hold on,
why?
Reggie. Stop. Reggie, stop. Just answer the question. Did me and you have a fight over Dr. Ben teaching evolution? Them niggas joke me. They joke crack joke. That ain't
Oh
what it
no, I
was.
lost the debate with Unc.
Wow. What was the debate? What was the debate?
I lost the debate on Dr. Ben and evolution with Unc. I lost that debate. It was a private debate, and it was private between me and him. Really, a phone call, and but I don't lose many debates at all. But I did gloss over Dr. Ben's effort in evolution, and so I had to cure that. So,
So
but
hold on, Reggie. My point was that most of us that read Dr. Ben's books, they gloss over that section. Even the great Reggie glossed over it because it's so hard. We just go right to the religious shit. That was my point. I did the same shit back in the day. Reggie did the same shit back in the day. This nigga buried the man and didn't realize that shit. That's my point I was making. But yeah,
So let
carry
me
on.
ask you a question.
So now,
Let me ask you a question,
what I
Reg. Let
want
me
to
ask you a
do now,
question right quick,
negative
Reg.
against Dr.
now
Ben.
wait,
Well,
no,
Yusef,
wait, no question.
if you buried him, I don't want to do that. Like, what you
Nah,
asking
but
us to do,
real
bro?
quick though, Reg. Real quick.
No.
This a valid question
We're
that's gonna
not
get you on the right
savages.
track.
Jesus.
So, are there any other brothers and sisters of your ilk that also read the Dr. Ben books in some kind of way, missed evolution?
All of
All
us.
of
Out of all the people
all
that
of
you know that have read it, which of any of them besides Unc know what Unc talking about?
No, all of us missed it. What we did was we just pulled out things like Deknesh and Lucy, but never the major points that Dr. Ben was talking about and why he put that section in evolution, which should have been the first chapter of his book, right? But he buried it within. He buried it within talking about Egypt. So we were learning about Egypt and ancient Egypt, and so the section on evolution, because it was somewhere later in the book, we kind of like missed it, right? And glossed over it and went to the Egypt. But nevertheless, what I want from
Whoa, hey
y'all,
Reggie, did I not correct all that? I caught him on one spot. You set that up. Can we talk about that real quick and then we can move on?
um, uh, I think, well, I don't remember all the elements of the conversation because I was upset that I lost. But the
No,
fact
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when I addressed the elders. Caught them in one room.
oh yeah, so in that room was Infidisi, Brother Small, and who's the other
Samaj.
person?
Samaj.
Maj. And Unc
That shit is
asked him,
hilarious.
Unc asked him about evolution. Now, these are all people who studied Dr. Joseph Ben Jochanan, right? Now, Unc did not lead on. The fact of the matter is that it was Dr. Ben, your elder, who put it on the map. They all said that they did not believe in evolution. They gave, how can I say, comments that they gave on the subject showed that they had not studied Dr. Ben on evolution, nor have they studied evolution in itself, right? And Ankh seemed to have broken rank with them at that particular point. Some were more, how can I say, I got to be careful because I don't want it to come back to me in a certain way. But some of the things that they said were just not.
It was an anti-evolution statement, yo. They was just wrong, yo. That's it. They didn't understand what the hell the man wrote. Simple as that, bro.
But still. Now, from Sheffrin's not here. Somebody please call Sheffrin, because I need somebody call Sheffrin. I need what you say about Dr. Ben worse. So I can let my other community, the community that I left.
You ain't gotta tell them that. You ain't gotta say they're gonna do it anyway.
No, because they might hide their hand. So
they not. Who? Start with Corey, yo.
What is your what have you said in the past about Dr. Ben that you still hold on? I'll take Corey first, and find somebody called Sheffrin.
Pause.
All right, Corey. Hey, Corey.
I'm sorry. This shit, I don't know if anybody heard that. Shit sound crazy. Oh yeah, you already know. I just think he's a snake oil salesman, bro. I mean,
wait, Corey. Start from the beginning. No noise.
Yeah, I think he's a snake oil salesman. I done said it a million times. You talking about Dr. Ben, right? You asked me what I think about him.
Yes.
Yeah, he's just a snake oil salesman.
What do you mean by that?
So what I mean by a snake oil salesman, meaning that basically a scam artist. Basically, he's just a scam artist. You know what a scam artist is?
What?
Right?
So his information is untruthful.
Not only is his information, I'm sure he said some things that were true. I'm almost positive that he said some things that were true, right? Because it's almost impossible to say all things untrue, right? So in order for you to be coherent, like you have to have mix the truth with the falsehood, right? And that's how scam artists and snake oil salesmen do. They line up the truth and the falsehood perfectly so that it makes a little bit of sense, so it's coherent, so that you can actually sell the snake oil. You can't sell incoherent snake oil.
So you read the Black Man.
So that's snake oil. Right. It's a scam. Yeah, that's a scam.
Did you read
the
book?
I haven't read it. I don't read books from scam artists and snake oil salesmen. Okay, so that's like me. That's like me reading the book that Alex Jones wrote.
All right, so you know he has.
Like, why would I do that?
You know he has more than 25 works, right? But you are
and every last one of them, and all 25 of them was a scam, was a work of snake oil. But you I don't have to. That's the point, Reggie. That's the point. I don't need to read the Book of Mormon. I don't need to read the Book of Mormons to know that John Smith was fucking on them men's wives.
No, don't curse because I'm putting this on a channel. Just don't curse.
Fine. I don't give a damn. Well, don't ask me because I'm a fucking woman. If you want to know anything from me, don't ask me about.
You haven't read the book. Okay, so Corey, I got
I haven't read the book. That's all he wants.
All right, so let me take Logic. Logic, you on?
Man, taking
yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, Logic. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Reggie. I'm doing good, man. Welcome to the Discord, bro. I like that you be coming through here, but so my clear thing for y'all is that y'all put so much emphasis on Dr. Ben that y'all have actually dimmed the light of real scholars. So you can let y'all kick that around and come back with something.
Have you read his work?
Hell no.
What? So where are you getting these points from about Dr. Ben?
Oh God!
What are you getting the points?
Where am I?
Let's
from y'all. I'm getting my points from y'all, right? Like the whole listen, you don't even understand what you said earlier. So y'all have generations of people reading this book and don't nobody comprehend it. You see something wrong with that. See, like that almost
What
is
have
like
I ever said
that's
about
almost like y'all were never reading the book to see what it says. Y'all were just trying to confirm your own biases the whole time.
what have I
How
said?
generations of people could read the book and not understand what's in the book without there being comprehension issues?
But
How
what
does that
have
happen?
I said? What have I said about Dr. Yosef Ben Jochanan that since I'm one of the people that talk about him, what have I said that you that led you on to make these conclusions? Not people like you.
Like no, for real. Like in all seriousness, it's more about what you don't say. Like the fact that we talk about him at all, as opposed to talking about other scholars that we could be getting better examples from, better information from.
Like
We
who?
we spend so much time trying to correct these people's shit. We don't even get to explore the people who got the shit
Okay,
right,
but
regardless of
then
what color they were.
okay, but that's fine. So what black scholars on ancient Egypt do you listen to that you can get better
You
information from?
you're the only one.
Okay, well, I appreciate that, but
Yeah, he
your
caught you
point,
off guard with that one.
no,
That
no,
was a
no,
good answer.
your points on Dr. Yosef, I mean on Dr. Shekant Diab. What do you think about him?
Pseudo.
I think so. I've always said that I think this is a noble cause, and he got some stuff wrong, which is cool. But all in all, he actually went and attempted to do something really good. But in his attempt, they turned it into something kind of crazy because now you created this culture as if you're attempting to create scholars through academia and then get into academia and discredit academia. Like there's something weird happening in that
But
process
Dr.
to
Shekant
where
Diab is
you
he has definitely earned a doctorate.
you're right, but I'm saying all the rhetoric used from Diop is about discouraging academia.
Well, these were some of
You
his
know,
hypotheses, theories, and then
no,
science.
not so much him. I actually think some of the stuff Diop got wrong. I'm not necessarily talking about that. I'm talking about the later works produced off of the Diop ideologies, right? When you start getting into your Wade Nobles, your Naeem Akbars, I'm saying that they use Diop to try to create their narrative. So it's not so much about what Diop did; it's about what they turned Diop into.
Okay, but getting back to Dr. Ben, so Dr. Ben, you are much more negatively critically on, right? And I'm just trying to figure out
Hmm.
why. Uh,
Yeah, I thought that was a great starting point as to why are we attempting to salvage what's there with Dr. Ben when we could be spending more time on building off of correct information? I think I'm really clear with saying what my problem is about the Dr. Ben part. Like we're trying so hard to keep his legacy clean or clean it up that we're not even getting to information. We're talking about Dr. Ben.
okay, but Dr. Yosef Ben Jochanan was actually one of the starts of us understanding uh, Egypt being in Africa and the
Actually,
population.
actually, he wasn't.
Who
His
was?
sources would have been y'all start, and his sources were white people, right?
It's a mix. It's a mixture of scholars. He used other
Well,
scholars, and
yes, it's his sources is what got y'all there, not him, because he didn't go over there to
we
dig up
didn't know
nothing.
about the sources. We used him as a catalyst to understand the
So,
sources.
so y'all were scholars going to college and had no idea about the sources. Reggie, this is not going well.
Yes, it's going well because I'm getting the comments, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because what we did not, we read the sources. Of course, we know about Leakey and we know about Darwin, but it was Dr. Yosef Ben Jochanan that used that in his work to integrate it to Africa. The other scholars did not do that. So that helped Dr. Ben use that to dismantle scientific racism. If
Yeah,
Dr.
that's
You could read biology and evolution in an envelope, right? You can read it separately, but Dr. Ben was able to integrate it into Egypt in restoring the populations of Egypt and their culture. So Dr.
Let me
Ben
get
did.
in there when y'all done.
Okay, you're next, my
No,
man.
when Logic done. I ain't gonna cut his wisdom. Go ahead, Logic. I ain't gonna cut you off.
I
Okay,
don't even know
so
what else to say. I know what Reggie trying to get me to say more, but I want him to start right where I gave him. That's exactly where I want y'all to start. Y'all are taking the light off of real scholars. Exactly what I said.
I'm just trying to figure out what real scholars, black scholars, right? Uh, uh, Real black scholars that that you could look at besides my commentary, which I appreciate.
Besides your commentary, let me get to my phone. Well,
Okay.
what are we looking for? People who weren't racist anthropologists in 1970? Is that what you?
So Dr. Bill was a racist anthropologist. Okay. So I think he's.
No, I'm trying to. I'm dead serious. Like you asked me what I.
Any black scholar who talked about evolution and ancient Egypt to dismantle scientific racism. You can come back. Okay, so Brass, my man, what is
What's up,
going on?
brother? Hey, once again, if I ain't tell you, a 8,000 view video on an hour's worth of work is a good day. Shouts to you. And we're gonna get that to 20. I got a video coming up for you. We're gonna run the numbers up. That's a really good work. I appreciate that's impressive.
Well, that's the
Very
population.
impressive.
That's the these are the populations that I left so that I can come and talk to other populations because these populations, well, you guys will say that they're the old school how can I say groups that further mysticism and untruths.
Yeah.
But these are the people that are committed. And so they are out there. I just left them to unfortunately come to another channel and spend too much time on another channel instead of building my own channel that said, and
Yeah, you
then
spent way too much time on Sinetta TV. Stop
I
it,
didn't
Reggie.
say I
I don't
didn't
know why
say
you act like you can't sing the man's name. It's not a that's not a shot at him. It's an honest
I
statement.
know there
And
were
then
other
shouts to
channels.
them niggas.
There were other channels, and I should have said channels, but
Right.
my because I tried to have conversations that are to get my point across and not for a fight to ensue while I'm getting my point across. It was my time, my energy, and my mistake on being on some of the other channels because they benefited,
Mm-hmm.
and but they will tell you that they did not benefit. They will tell you that they lost views. They will tell you that my content is boring. No, it was boring on their channel, right? So now I have to go to other channels, right, and show that I could get 8 to 10,000 views, more views than they can get on their shows, right? And that people still listen to me, but people respect my work, right? Because I
Right.
have work. I don't have chit chat and arguments and stuff like that and entertainment. I do not entertain. So Brass, my good brother,
What's up?
what's the comments on Dr. Yosef Benjo Cannon?
I can't speak to him for the Egypt conversation, but I did answer a question. I'm gonna speak, right? But this is outside of my domain. I'm gonna just tell you what ChatGPT says, and you tell me what ChatGPT is wrong, if you don't mind, right? Just tell me if you're not. So I said, Dr. Ben's books on evolution, are they worth anything? It says, if you mean Dr. Yosef Benjo Cannon and his writings that touch on evolution academically and scientifically, they're not considered credible. It says why? He was a historian, an Afrocentric scholar, not a biologist, not a geneticist, or an anthropologist trained in evolutionary science. His degrees, if he has them, and research focus were in history, engineering, and cultural studies, not biology. Somebody got mute up. Logic mute up. It says his evidence. He tended to weave together archaeology, oral history, and sometimes speculative or nationalist narratives. And then, as far as peer reception, his work is rarely cited because it doesn't follow empirical methodology. So I would say this: is that wrong or is that right?
Okay, so when you use AI, it's machine learning, and so what they
Right.
do is they aggregate things that are on um, uh, social media and books and critiques, right?
Okay.
Can you ask ChatGPT?
No,
Is
real
there
quick. Answer my question first. Is it right or wrong though?
No, I don't agree. Dr. Ben was a professor at Temple University and a professor at Cornell University. He didn't
Okay.
mention any of that.
What
To
what
say that
credited degrees does he have?
wait, I'm not wait, you can talk in a second, right?
What's up, Mel? Shouts to you.
So
But
so
no. So
the
I know
issue
you
is
don't agree, but would you say is it right? I don't know if that's answering the
no,
question. Is it right or
I
wrong?
would say that if they for them to critique Dr. Ben like that, I mentioned that he was in Temple University and Cornell University, right? I think that that would be problematic,
Well, I didn't
right?
read all of it, Reggie.
No,
I
it's
didn't get to
fine.
that point. Yeah.
So that's why
So
I
wait,
was
all right. So
agree with
real
that.
quick. So then I said, so even if he got things right, because that was kind of like I guess that's what you and Uncle's talking about, that he got some things right. Um, is it worth a read or no? Because y'all was asking why we didn't read Dr. Ben, this and the other. It says, if your goal is scientific accuracy on evolution, then no. Dr. Ben's work isn't the place to start, even if he got certain points right. If your goal is understanding the Afrocentric framing of human origins and history, then yes, it's worth a read as a primary source for that movement. It says, for science, his accuracy is hit and miss. His intellectual history is valuable because he shows how African descended scholars. So it says, if you do read him, you'll want to read in parallel with actual peer-reviewed works on human evolution, Linke, Stringer, Tattersall, Reich, so you can separate valid points from his outdated ones. Note his framing. He's responding to 1950s, 70s white anthropologists
Can
who
you
were
put
racist in their interpretation.
ChatGPT? Do you put in ChatGPT for me?
Uh-huh.
Do you have a copy? Or are you pulling from Dr. Ben's chapter on evolution in Black Men in Denial?
Okay.
Just put that
While
in.
I'm doing that, I just wanted to address another question, Logic. I think Logic is looking it up. You said what other scholars, and you're saying that he was the start, right?
I'm saying that
So
Dr. Ben was the start in integrating
Egypt
evolution.
being in African education for Black people, Egypt
No,
being in Africa, correct?
no, he was the start of using evolution um, and connecting evolution to Africa and particularly Egyptian civilization to dismantle white supremacy.
Okay. So they said that there were
I
other
disagree
scholars.
with that.
Yeah, they said there were other scholars um, that you could have pulled from, but they got ignored by Afrocentrics, modern Afrocentrics. So it says you can go to hold on, and then I answer your question, Rich. I just wanted to get these points out before we go further.
Hey, Braz, check your messages.
Okay, I got you, brother.
But I still want to know
It
if
says
ChatGPT
no,
has.
I did. I just asked it. It's formulating it. It's formulating it right now. You said, are you pulling from the Black Men on the Nile chapter on evolution? Correct.
That's correct. Thank
Okay, so I put that in there. So you asked Logic about scholars, what scholars, that he was basically the first, but maybe we got that wrong. But it says, I asked it, was Dr. Ben the start of Egypt being in Africa education for Black people? It says not exactly. Ancient Egypt is an African, especially for African American audiences in the 70s and 90s, but he wasn't the first to teach it to people. And a lot of Afrocentrics get that incorrect. Before Dr. Ben, there was Blyden, Crummell, and even W.E.B. Du Bois were already making the case that Egypt was part of Africa. 1920s, 1930s, Marcus Garvey references in speeches, 30s and 50s,
G.M. James, Carter G. Woodson, including Egypt and African history. And in the 50s and 60s, Shank Anta Diop. Dr. Ben's role, and this is ChatGPT, not me. It says he brought the message to the streets and Afrocentrics in Harlem and Black Studies programs in a way that was accessible and emotional, not academic.
He didn't teach this in university classes.
No, I'm not saying I'm just telling you what
I'm
they
just
this
saying
isn't
that
me.
ChatGPT, the problem with ChatGPT, they are missing something important. But I got that. So now I want to find out.
No, wait right here. I'm gonna go to the Black men on the Nile. I said, are you
Or
pulling
ask
from the
what was
Black
his
men?
role in academia.
All right, yeah,
Because
he mainly lectures. He wasn't tenured. I know that already. So calling him a teacher at Cornell is a very loose definition of teacher at Cornell. So that's neither here. Now you can use that for the show too. But are you pulling from the Black men from the Nile chapter in evolution? And it says no. It says what I just gave you isn't pulled from Dr. Ben's.
So that's worth what ChatGPT's.
No, you got to hear the rest of the statement though. It says no. What I just gave you isn't pulled from Dr. Ben's Black Man of the Nile evolution sections at all. In fact, Dr. Ben's treatment of evolution in that book is not considered scientifically solid. It's a mix of early mid 20th century anthropology that was already outdated by 1970, Afrocentric interpretations aiming to connect Egypt directly to all African peoples, and a political cultural framing meant to inspire pride rather than follow strict biological evidence. The names I gave you, Soy Keita, Fatima Jackson, Kamoya Kamu, come from mainstream anthropology and genetics, not Dr. Ben's sources. If I were to base an accurate Black scholars on evolution list on Black Man of the Nile, it would be much shorter and heavily footnoted with corrections because most of that chapter doesn't hold up to current fossil genetic research.
Okay, so
you could say Brad said this, but that's all ChatGPT.
No, that's fine because
this is getting bad.
Because what I do want to correct is that most of the people that ChatGPT reference was after Dr. Yosef Ben-Jochannan. And second, the ones that he mentioned prior to Dr. Yosef Ben-Jochannan, they only had small references, less than a page, right? Less than a page of a paragraph. So that's very helpful because I know where people are getting their information from. So now, Chef Sheffrin, how are you, Chef? All right,
I'm struggling. What's up?
What is your thoughts on Dr. Yosef Ben-Jochannan?
Master teacher, of course. You feel?
No, that's not what you say. That's not what you say, Chef.
Yeah, I mean, great elder, master teacher. You know,
Corey, get him. Corey, you know Sheffrin is telling the untruth. Sheffrin is the leader of Dr. Ben is I'm not even gonna say the words that he says. Come on, Chef.
What are you at? What are you asking me? I just came back in.
Y'all see Chef Foden. Everybody see him.
No, I don't know exactly what's the line of question that I had stepped away for a second. When I came back in, you and Logic was.
What is your
Reggie saying, talk that shit you be talking, nigga. That's what he's saying.
Man. Like
that's what he's saying.
All right, so if you're just asking about his work.
About what have you said in the past on Dr. Ben?
Oh, I said he was I said all kind of stuff about Dr. Ben.
Yes, so give me it. What? Like what?
He was lying about his resume. You know, that was one of my main things. You know, Unc still mentions that in shows. You know, he'll say
why he'll say so nice. Y'all see Sheffrin?
Because I want to be nice to the elders. Listen, I'm trying. You want me to be vulgar and nasty towards them.
Normally are.
No, so let me I can give my true feelings about them without being vulgar and nasty. We don't even have to go down that road.
But you are. You normally are.
So that's what you want.
Yes,
look,
that's the way I want.
I can show my disagreements with Dr. Ben.
You don't do it on other shows. Do it now.
I know, but this ain't my show, so I'm gonna be respectful.
It says,
you know what I mean?
This is on the Discord. It's gonna go on his carnivorous podcast.
Hey, Chef, now that you back, Chef, I gotta ask you.
Wait,
Don't-
don't go back.
Don't
to the
you
gorilla
remember?
yet. No.
Don't
let
you
Reggie
remember
get
the
this shit
gorilla
off.
story?
Let
I
let
remember
Reggie
the
get his shit
gorilla
off.
story.
Hold on,
Thank
that's
you.
all. I'm
Thank
good.
you.
I'm good.
Don't do that. Let
Man,
Reggie get his shit off. He was patient. Go ahead, brother Reggie. Go ahead, finish.
But he
Go
said
ahead.
he didn't do it. He said
Hold
them
on,
niggas was
bro.
crazy.
Stop. Go ahead, brother Reggie. Get your shit, and then we'll get back to that. Go ahead, brother Reggie. Get your
So
content for your
Sheffrin,
show.
I mean,
You got a show.
I'm gonna have to move from Sheffrin. So Sheffrin, what are the comments that you have said in the past about Dr. Ben?
I've said
You
that
were
I
lying.
believe, yeah, that he lied about his resume.
What else?
It seems as though he was a scammer, right?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you know what I mean? His work was pseudo.
What about Egypt and the blackness of Egypt?
Hey, shouts to you, Mel. I appreciate that.
The black what?
The blackness of Egypt and all the other things that you said
Oh,
about Dr.
I think all of them was saying that at the time. I don't give him no more pushback on that position than anybody else.
Let me say one more thing too when y'all get done. Go ahead.
That the Egyptians was black. You know what I mean? It was credible scholars at the time, like Ivan Van Sertima. He's credible, and he was saying the same things.
Ever go to Egypt?
It doesn't. I don't know what's that got to do with it.
Because you do field work.
But Ivan Van Sertima was an anthropologist, right? He actually wrote in Egypt, right? But I don't think Egypt was necessarily his field. But he definitely had the education of review the literature and get a sound understanding of it. You dig what I'm saying? No, so let me finish. So I know that Van Sertima
I don't want to talk about Van Sertima. I want to talk about Dr. Ben.
No, listen. I know that Van Sertima agreed with Dr. Benningham's position.
Actually,
about,
they actually did not like each other.
I don't care about what they didn't like. I'm saying that he agreed with their position on Egypt because he actually did a recap. And if anybody want a good recap on Diop and them, what's that shit? The UNESCO joint, right? Y'all should read Van Sertima's Egypt Revisited. He give a good, concise overview of their main argument.
Back to Dr. Ben. So for the last few minutes or two, what is your worst critiques on Dr. Ben?
That he was a liar.
Okay.
He was definitely a liar. He ain't had no degree.
So.
No degree.
He had honorary degrees. His
name is Yusef, no doctor.
And then if you lie, right? If you lie about your credentials, right? And then you sit here and write all of it. I went to the bookstore the other day, Reggie, and I went and picked up Black Man of the Nile. That book is so big, and it was $150. I said, this is nuts.
Snake oil at a high degree.
Who said that, Brass?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I got your comment. So it's snake oil, $150. Why? Because it's rare. It's rare.
Okay, yeah.
It wasn't rare. It's sitting right in the bookstore. How rare is that? It's sitting right in the bookstore.
A rare book price.
It's sitting right in the bookstore,
but it's still
on North Avenue in Baltimore, next to a drug, a dope strip.
But do you collect rare books? Hold on, wait, hold on, Reggie. Before you say that,
rare.
If you don't collect rare books, he got a point when he's saying rare. That's why he said that. You would go find a rare book to pay a price like that from a place like that. Like, it's like a scavenger hunt. You would find something like that. So he's not wrong on the rare part. It's just the book is full of shit.
Okay. So now we get so great. So Sheffrin, you're not your usual self. You woke up on a good side of the bed for whatever reason.
That's right.
So you're not gonna you're smart. You're not gonna go out like that. Now, Brad.
Oh no, go get the content, bro. We appreciate, bro.
I already said, like,
Yeah, Chef has
if
already
you
done this. You can watch old videos and get his shit.
Right. That's
and
what
what I
wanted him.
said now, I called the man a liar.
But you also call him
I'm
all
saying
other names.
he lied on his resume. He wasn't qualified to teach at no damn
They
Cornell.
hired him. They hired him.
Yeah. Listen, for what though?
But you got to talk to Cornell about that. He retired
Yeah,
from Cornell.
they definitely need to be talked to. You know what I mean? That they definitely listen. If you hired him to come teach some adjunct classes because you was short on staff for your new Black
That's not
Studies
true.
department,
He taught
for your new Black Studies department. So
Y'all are
what did
really
he teach?
abusing the word teach.
So
Y'all are
what did he
abusing
teach
that
at
word.
Cornell?
Professor at Cornell University.
He was a guest lecturer.
He was a guest lecturer.
He was
It was
an
a very loose
professor. At best, he was teaching undergrads introductory courses. At best,
Impossible.
He wasn't. When you look up his academic history, it literally says he was a guest lecturer over a period of time. Sometimes he come in once a month and speak to people, and it was more about empowerment.
Absolutely not. He was.
Hold up a second, yo. How are we getting example after example of this stuff not being academically credible? And the only thing that you could be reading the book for is Afrocentrism, but some kind of way y'all trying to pigeonhole this conversation and he's academic.
Okay, so
why y'all still trying to do that?
I'm into logic. Okay, so let's why? Because he's teaching at universities, which is academic. Why?
No, but the stuff that he released ain't.
Teaching preparatory courses is not you actually hosting, lectures that students are actually gonna.
Wait, do you have
lectures and seminars?
Wait, 1 second.
Exactly. He's not hosting.
Wait, my good brother. So obviously you got a degree from a university.
Yes.
Don't let Reggie run from that.
No. Stay right
we
there.
are talking about the man academic range.
Let him get it. Go ahead, Mel.
So you so obviously since you know some of this, you got a degree from a university.
Yeah, I'm actually currently in school. And I did graduate from here at the university, so yes.
Okay. And can I just ask what field?
No, no, I'm not telling that. Not on this recording. I'll tell you.
We're live. This is a recording, Reggie. It ain't. They don't want to tell you. You don't want to tell the world.
Well, we don't know who he is. It's just a screen name.
You could.
To do it.
We trust him, Reggie. We trust him, Reggie.
Don't do it, brother Reggie. I trust Mel. Mel's a good dude. He ain't gonna try to snipe you. He's a good.
That's fine. That's fine. So a lot of university professors, unless there is a master's and a PhD program, they teach undergraduates. So I don't understand.
It's introductory. There's a difference between like introductory courses to prepare you for like your actual lecture versus actually having someone permanent that is looking to be tenured.
That's correct. So Dr. Ben's courses that he taught in Cornell, they weren't introductory courses.
They were.
His work on Egypt is an introductory course in the African Studies department.
I mean, he's not teaching, but at best maybe less than a handful of courses per semester.
How do you know this, by the way? How do you know this?
See, y'all didn't see the video Chief X put up. They clearly said that he scammed Cornell.
They
didn't have the right way, the way that we check. The way that we do checks and balances today, they didn't have the technology to immediately check him. So that's why I do got a degree. What do you mean? I don't got a degree in what Dr. Ben claimed to have a degree in, but I do got a fucking degree, bro. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, bro? Listen.
Reggie gonna end up cursing y'all ass out in a minute.
Listen, Dr. Ben was scamming Cornell. That's how he got in to teach Cornell. He scammed them. It wasn't that Cornell did something or saw something in him. They just didn't have the way to check shit the way that we got the way to check shit
Cornell
today.
University does
But
not
go
have the
ahead.
way, does not have the capability to check their scholars. Okay, so let me just. So I think
No. They do, but not in the way they do today. But go ahead.
Not in the way that they do today, right? This is the great Cornell University, right? So today is different than their whole legacy of educating.
I mean, it was a point in time where you could get a police a fake name and be good. Like you can't do that today. Ain't no way you can get a police a fake name today.
We're talking about.
So what I'm saying is they didn't have the technology that we have today. That's why he was able to get the scam off. That's what I'm saying. But go ahead, y'all.
Okay, so so we have people. I'm just trying to check. Anybody was in the Africana Studies Department under Dr. James Turner, right? On this platform to say that, or went to Cornell to say that Dr. Ben was teaching only introductory courses on a complex subject such as Egypt at a time where people did not believe that Egypt was in Africa. And this is a introductory class?
Right.
Okay. And someone said, right, but how do you know this?
His obituary. It specifies he was there between 1973 to 1987.
I held Brighty's obituary.
In the Africana Studies and Research Center in
That's why I
Cornell.
didn't want to do
Right, I
this.
held Brighty's
You too close to
obituary.
this.
Thank you very much.
It
So-
says, hey, Reggie, James Turner was the institutional gatekeeper who made it possible for someone like Dr. Ben with street credibility, Afrocentric passion, and informal scholarship to teach at an Ivy League school in the 70s.
Where are you reading that from?
I mean, I don't know this, man. I just looked it up. This is New York Times. This is the New York Times in chat. They're pulling the sources from a New York Times article and ChatGPT.
So Dr. James Turner was.
It just says James Turner.
The chairperson. Yeah, that's why. Because they don't want to say Dr. James Turner, who was one of the first of the
from Northwestern University.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. Dr. James Turner was one of the first when they started formulating Black studies as a discipline in college. He was one of the first chairpersons. And they don't want to.
It says all of that. It says all of that.
Doesn't want to say Dr. James Turner.
No, I put James Turner because you said James Turner. I didn't put doctor. And then it did pull up his. He went to a terrible school in the Big Ten, but that's cool. But it says he has formal scholarly credentials and activist credibility. So, but not my question to you, brother Reggie, will be this: he's Dr. James Turner with a degree from Northwestern University. Why would he go get Dr. Ben to teach at Cornell?
Because Dr. Yosef Ben Jochanan on the subject of such as pulling Egypt back into Africa, and with Dr. Yosef Ben Jochanan's field work in Egypt, right, would make him someone that you would recruit, because many people who have talked about Egypt had not been to Egypt and not done field work. So his lengthy amount of books that he has published gave academia, and particularly was very useful to Black Studies programs in telling the important places, time periods of what was happening in the Nile Valley. And Dr. Ben's work was exceptional. There was no other books that detail the Nile Valley, the Nile Valley in relating to African peoples in Dr. Yosef Ben Jochanan's work.
What book are you referencing?
I'm referencing, of course, Black Men of the Nile, right? And Dr. Yosef Ben's small book on the chronology, and referencing in part some of the many of the lectures that Dr. Ben has given in Temple University and other academic places.
When you say black men that are now qualified them for it, but but the book isn't okay. So we talking about Cornell, Ivy League. That book isn't, from an academic standpoint, that book doesn't qualify him to teach at Cornell University. It's not an academic. It's passionate. It has accessible Afrocentric history. But hold on. Here's the weaknesses, though. The citations are secondary, outdated even for the 70s, heavy reliance on framing, selective use of archaeology, no peer review, and written for a popular audience rather than scholars. So you're saying that book was qualifies him to teach Ivy League students?
Okay. Well, if you understand the fight of black academics inside the institution, very few of black academics' works are peer reviewed. So black academics had to go outside or create their own journals to get peer reviewed, because and that's what Dr. Ivan Van Sertima did. And that's with Itabari did. And
Van
ultimately,
Sertima was a real doctor.
ultimately, the journal that was started at Temple University that was sold, right? These Black Studies journals, there were only a few Black Studies journals, but most of the work of Black academics in that field were not accepted or not peer reviewed.
That's not. Right? Well, what about Sheikh Anta Diop, Obenga, Charles Cofer, John Hope Franklin, Ivan Van Sertima? Wouldn't they be more qualified than Dr. Yosef?
Yo, Dr. Yosef Dr. Sheikh Anta Diop, when his first PhD tried, they wouldn't give him a jury, so he rewrote and he got a PhD on his second, just to show you the rigidity.
Are you talking about in France?
And yes, in the Sorbonne, right?
Yeah.
And so he got it on his second try with a jury, and then he was also selected for UNESCO, right?
But I'm not talking about his doctorate. I'm talking about his works.
Who?
Wouldn't he be more qualified to teach Ivy League students than Dr. Ben?
There are many with many Ivy League schools, top schools.
He asked you a simple question.
One Sheikh Anta Diop, but Dr. Theophilo Banga, he which was his partner in UNESCO, he ended up working for Temple University.
Hold on. Okay, let me just say my question one more time.
What was it? What did I say wrong, Sheikh?
Okay, no. You didn't say.
You ain't answered the question.
When Dr. James Turner was looking for, in that specific field of Africana studies, people to teach Ivy League students, he passed up Charles Cofer, a Harvard-trained scholar in ancient Near Eastern languages and history, John Hope Franklin, Ivan Van Sertima, University of London educated. He was crazy, got a little crazy later, but at that time, he passed up Sheikh Anta Diop, and he passed up Theophilo Benga, linguist, historian, and Egyptologist with formal degrees in the field, for a person with no degrees, no peer review, and the book you claim, Black Man on the Nile, is not academic. So my question to you is this. It's a simple question. Why did Dr. James Turner pick him over these qualified people? Because normally the argument is there's nobody that's qualified. I just named 5. I could keep going. Dr. Brent had no degrees and no peer-reviewed work. So why did he pick him?
Well, in academia,
come on, brother. Reggie, just keep it simple, bro.
You didn't give me any time.
Go ahead. You're right. No,
when you do this,
right.
when you make a question like this, and what you do is, in the absence of it, right, you forget about examining what academia and white professors.
Okay, no,
And
you're right.
We ain't talking about white.
Y'all
people.
getting y'all
No,
getting
no, no,
real
no.
close to a DEI
No,
hire.
he's
I'm just
right.
letting
He's
you know.
right. No, he's actually right. He's trying to set the time frame for academia at the time. So go ahead. I got you.
So universities grandfather people with great work. Now, Dr. Joseph Benjo Cannon and Dr. John Henry Clark, which we had discussed, Dr. John Henry Clark, they got honorary PhDs. So now when academia also looks at other type of qualifications, so there's earned degrees, and I do agree, honorary.
I got an honorary fire marshal badge too.
Yeah,
But go ahead.
Don't get knocked off your script. Keep going.
That's fine.
Don't get knocked off.
Be a fire marshal.
Hey, Brad, looking at the chat.
You won't be in Cornell,
Okay.
and you won't be in Temple University, right? And definitely you probably won't be in any city colleges unless you're teaching concrete. And concrete is your expertise. I got that. We're not talking about that. But we are talking about that universities look for people with substantial expertise in a subject. And so it's really a moot issue because Dr. Ben was a professor at these universities. It's a moot issue.
That didn't answer the question. And they didn't have honorary degrees at the time, so that wouldn't even be part of the conversation. And if you and based off what you just said, if they were looking for qualified people, they skipped over all the qualified people to get to him. So that's kind of what Logic's point was without the actual timeline.
Ancient Egypt, none of those are substantial on it's one of them that you mentioned. I think maybe what's his name? Copley, right?
Kofer.
Kofer on Near Eastern Studies. But Dr. James Turner was looking for someone particularly in ancient Egypt. And then it's not only up to Dr. James Turner, because that would be
You said he brought him in. I just trusted what you were saying.
Right. But when he brings them in, he has to bring the man's credentials to the board, and Cornell decides.
Ultimately, but he didn't have any credentials at the time. Matter of fact, Brother Reggie, they were calling Dr. Ben doctor before he even got the honorary doctorate. They always was calling him Dr. Ben. He was being called doctor.
Hey, Reggie, help was on the way, Reggie. Now I'm back.
What?
What are these barbarians saying about the
now, sit this one out.
Yeah, no,
you don't want to die.
You better help him. You better help
down the hill. I want to down. I want to down.
You better help him.
Hamburger Hill. Reggie is on Hamburger Hill right now.
Yeah, help him. Help him.
This is over with.
I'm not on Hamburger Hill.
At least Reggie, at least know what Hamburger Hill is. I was hoping somebody got the reference.
You know what? Because the source that we're reading from, they did not even examine Dr. Ben's work. ChatGPT said that they didn't have Dr. Ben's Black Men in the Now.
Who are these niggas?
No, I agree, but it also said that
so
the Black Men in the Now wasn't academic.
That means the information is limited, and so
They say what, Reggie? What they say, Reggie?
I asked them to ask.
Do you think Black Men on the Nile was an academic book?
No. What did it say, Reggie? Reggie, come on, man, stay with me. They trying to throw you off. I asked a real specific question. What was it about ChatGPT they had?
WWE entrance
they
music.
Went to ChatGPT and they
got come running down the aisle.
Who are these niggas?
They went to ChatGPT, right? And then they start analyzing Dr. Joseph Bento Cannon by ChatGPT. And then I asked them, ask the chat, do they have in their database a copy of the Black Men in the Nile, particularly his work on evolution? And it says no. So I'm basically
because
saying,
I know it ain't nothing but bullshit.
So everything else that ChatGPT said is really irrelevant because they didn't analyze his work. Right?
Yeah, but they got limited. I got a super duper ChatGPT. So My chat GPT is going to talk about all that, and it's also going to say just
Your
because it's
chat
in the museum,
GPT ain't better than mine.
I bet it is.
I
It's
bet
going to
it
say
ain't.
just because it's in the
Who are these
museum
niggas?
doesn't mean that they agree with the work that's in there, but it's an
This
important
nigga
part
think
of
he
how
got
the
the
right
best
folks.
chat GPT.
I do. I just do.
You don't.
I
Your chat GPT. I promise you, your chat GPT ain't better than mine.
So what did yours say then?
Hit that button again, y'all. What is it? My chat GPT said it ain't nothing but what?
Chef, but you don't know how to drive.
It ain't nothing but bullshit.
Hey, I just want to say, DQ, you were on point with the goddamn soundboard today. If that's you killing it. You killing it.
Appreciate
Yeah, bro.
Bro, the
Feeling
fact
it.
that y'all saying black man
That's
on the
not
Nile is
information.
an academic. Come on, bro. Like, don't change the conversation, bro. Reggie, you were explaining to us that Dr. James Turner, why you were saying, because somehow you had just said that Cornell, that they would be looking for qualified people, but they got the guy that had no qualifications. None.
Well, see, here's the thing: is I told you about qualifications. I also told you about European professors that were grandfathered at universities, right? And so and I also said that the conversation on that is moot because he was a professor at Cornell and a professor at Temple University. So it is moot.
You are destroying the word professor, brother Reggie, and you know that.
So now it would be different if we were dealing with somebody who did not have any academic placement, but they did. So now the question is, ChatGPT, which is your source,
right? It is
your source. They said that they don't have the book, and so they can't. So
no. But then I brought up that they did have the book. Hold on. But you keep sticking on that point. Hold on, brother Reggie. 2 seconds. You keep, because people are watching.
I would like to share my screen, though. I would like to share my screen.
We're not
because I said, my chat GPT. Okay, so yeah, okay. So I'm gonna tell you what. Y'all can say if you want.
Anyway, share it anyway. We can look at it.
Who are these niggas?
Y'all always say. That's all I want to say. Y'all, that's all y'all want to say. This is why y'all just not better.
Okay.
Catch up. Hey, everybody spend some money on their shit. Get that shit organized, Brass. That's all I'm telling you, because I'm always win.
Everybody got the paid version of ChatGPT.
No. Well, let me say this.
Can I read?
First of all, hold up. Let me say this.
Can I read it?
No, let me say this.
Can I read it?
No, sir.
Let DQ speak.
TMI. I would just say this because it ain't got nothing to do with this bullshit Egypt Joseph U. Cannon bullshit. We got ChatGPT 5 for big money reasons. So continue. Let's go.
Go ahead, man.
Is Dr. Ben Yohanan book Black Matter now in the Met
Share
Museum?
your screen. Share your screen.
We didn't.
You said I can't share my
that,
screen.
No, just
you
read
can.
I passed that. It's the laughy jokey. So y'all agree it's in there.
But we didn't ask
Did ChatGPT say that?
We didn't say it wasn't. Reggie said it wasn't in there. Reggie said it wasn't in there, huh? Reggie said
didn't say that. Reggie didn't say that.
What the fuck you gonna say? He didn't say it. We heard him. We was right here. Why you wasn't here?
Reggie just said that.
Reggie said what?
Argue with Reggie. Cuss him out.
Took the
That the book wasn't in
the Metropolitan Museum of Art. What are you talking about?
It ain't lying, Reggie. They say like they capping, yo.
Then
I tell you, they capping, yo.
Yo, you trying to turn into something else. We was having a good conversation.
Yeah,
hold on.
Relax with this,
Listen,
Reggie. I gotta ask you,
man, y'all capping, yo. Y'all always do this though on purpose, yo. Y'all do this on
relax.
purpose,
you missing the point.
Oh man, y'all relax with the cab.
You running and saying it was in the Met. That's not what we were saying.
Brother Reggie, I'll fall on my sword. I apologize. If I misheard, I could have swore I heard you say that it wasn't in the Met, like DQ did and probably other people did. But if you didn't, I'll apologize. I'll take one for the team before it gets absolutely.
Brass, check your messages, yo.
Okay, I appreciate you.
Oh my God, let's move forward, bro, because this just getting kind of crazy.
But I don't.
Hey, Reggie, did you tell him that, Reggie?
I asked if the
Reggie, did you tell him that? Reggie, did you tell him that, Reggie?
He done heard you say it 7 times. Go ahead, say it
I
again.
couldn't hear you, Reggie. Somebody talking. Well, I couldn't hear you, Reggie. You said what, Reggie?
I'm gonna say it low pitch. I did not tell them that.
So then why we got 6 people here to the top of their voice acting like we just bananas and crazy? And ChatGPT ain't saying that. They argue from a disingenuous point of
There's
view,
only
bro.
one person in here at the top of their voice acting bananas.
I don't mean that. Listen. That's me.
Like,
So
we
you're
all
right.
being
So hold
wrong.
on. Let me do this. You know what?
I think it was that his book is not in academia.
I
You
said
saying
the
it's
book
in the
is not
Met.
considered academic.
No,
That's the words I
man.
said.
No, you said that the ChatGPT said it wasn't in there, man.
No,
in academia. It's not considered an academic source.
But
now you come in saying it's in the Met.
I know, but who in the hell
two
thinks
different things?
No, but that's
okay,
another
because-
red herring. That's another red herring.
It's not a
No,
red
so
herring.
you're
You
making
didn't
a
make
red
the
herring.
position.
If
You
we
didn't
were
make
saying
the
it's
position.
not accepted in academia,
Reggie
now
Brother
you
Reggie
saying it's in the
said
Met.
you
That's
got-
two different things.
We told Brother
Okay,
Reggie
so what we
didn't
talking
have
about the Met then?
Okay, so
So you
listen,
didn't-
bro.
So you didn't say that those right now. Nobody said that just now.
No, Reggie said we cleared it up that it wasn't
No,
in
I did.
academia.
Brad said he did.
Not the
I did
Met.
say that. But I did say that I heard Reggie say that it wasn't in the Met. I just apologized because Brother Reggie said he didn't say it.
You
That's
did.
fine.
All right, okay, no problem. No problem.
But
hold on,
I
stay right
thought the
there.
argument
Stay
that
right
it
there.
wasn't in academia.
Yeah.
No,
ChatGPT
now, hold on.
original-
So let's have
the
a real
original
conversation.
No, I'm
Reggie has
trying
never
to.
said. Hold on, Reggie has never
but
said.
you trying to force this Met shit on us.
No, we off the Met. No, he just apologized. We off that. So we agreed it's in the Met. Do y'all got any work in the Met? No. Move forward.
What?
So we never said. Reggie never said.
Do you?
Reggie
Do you?
never said. Reggie never said. No, I
You
actually
got a book.
public-
Is
I
your
actually
book in the Met?
Nope. Not,
Is
not,
it
never
in the
said
Met?
it was. Never said
All
it
right,
was.
well then it's irrelevant then. We only
Who
got
these
No,
niggas?
it's
Well, I
relevant.
know I got
Because y'all hold
my
on.
book is
if it ain't if the Met is the
It's relevant.
criteria, then
Who is
nobody
these
should
niggas?
read your book.
It's
If the
relevant.
Met is the criteria, nobody should read Unc's book.
Brother Reggie, don't go nowhere. Go ahead,
This
Sister
shit
Man.
just the goalpost
I'm
can move 30
gonna actually
times.
show y'all something about museums that I'm sure Brother Reggie will agree. I'm sick of y'all with this fucking this in the museums that make it somehow credible. But go
Nah,
ahead.
you gonna read that right now? Yo, we already said just because the fucking book is in the
That
Met
ain't
don't
what
mean
I'm
it's
saying
credible.
now.
But that's what I've been saying though.
No, and I
So if
said
it's in the Met and it's wrong, then why is it in the Met?
Because it makes, and I said it because it makes it an important part of African American history, or at least
about us being
community
wrong
work.
about shit.
Anyway, so you
Ain't
doing that
in the museum for being wrong.
You doing what you're doing. So that's a cat. That's a cat.
That's a bunch of wrong ass
You
niggas.
said you do the museum thing.
Reggie never
Bunch
said
of dumbass niggas make it in the museum.
academic, yo. Reggie never said that. He never said that.
He
That's the
did.
shit y'all made up and tried to. He did
didn't
not
hear
say it was
He
academic.
did. Yes, he did. Stop. He did.
Go to the museum and they go say
That's what I'm trying to tell you. You keep saying nobody said Black Man of the Nile was that. We was talking about his qualifications.
Hey,
to
Reggie,
teach
you
at
said that,
Cornell.
Reggie?
I didn't say that. So
Right.
why you keep
What
asking me
is
something
going
that I
on?
tell you?
Man, y'all crazy as I'm done with y'all.
No. Stop. Brother Reggie, I asked you what were his qualifications that Dr. James Turner, why did Dr. James Turner pick Benjamin at this point? Yusef at this point. Why did he pick him over the scholars that I named and the words? And I said he didn't have a degree and no peer-reviewed work. And you said that he picked them because Black Man on the Nile was the work at the time that was basically educating everybody. I don't want to put all your perfect words in there. So are you now saying that you didn't say that Black Man of the Nile was one of the reasons Dr. James Turner didn't pick him for Cornell?
What I said, and you know I respect you, but what I did say is that first of all,
Reggie, you don't gotta respect that shit they be doing. They be flim flamming on purpose, yo. They not
What
arguing from a
you niggas
genuine
saying we
perspective,
gotta have
yo.
peaceful conversations an hour ago?
I changed my mind. I didn't know y'all gonna come.
It's fine.
Jesus Christ.
Dr.
Go
Ben,
ahead, brother.
See, that's how I was telling you, staying down. You don't listen.
Dr. Cornell University, Dr. Ben had left Temple University. So he had already an academic position. he was selected by Dr. James Turner for his specific work, right, on Egypt dismantling scientific racism, right, and the field work that Dr. Yosef Ben Jochanan was doing and continued to do in Egypt, right? So for his multiple books that he's written that were published, in academia, you use a publisher, you die, right? Dr. Ben had already come to Temple and Cornell University with substantial publications. Now, there is a problem in academia where there are what you call traditional gatekeepers that ignore the fact that they had already hired other experts, right, with less publications and with less qualifications, right, for the purposes of giving, imparting in their university someone that was a specialist in a particular area for whatever particular reason. Sometimes it's political, sometimes it is it's new information. But at the time that Dr. Yosef Ben Jochanan and others were entering the university, right, there was an absence in academia on establishing and or disproving the populations of that made up Egypt and the Nile Valley. So Dr. Ben was
So are you
selected.
now saying that black men
Wait,
on
let
the
me finish.
Nile? Okay,
So-
go ahead.
Hey, Reggie, they gonna tear it up, yo. Cause sometimes you gotta get straight to the point, bro, and let the shit fly. What's gonna fly, bro?
Yeah,
You
but
made a
Are
great
you
point
saying? Are
right
you
there.
saying
What's the
that
point
black
you just
men
stuck
on the
with?
Nile? What? Hold on. Are
See,
you
he never
saying
said
that black men on the? I'm asking a question. Are you saying that black man on the Nile wasn't an academic work, or was it the academic work? Which one?
You could
Oh,
you
man.
could
I don't even got
you
clip that.
you can have
Keep a horn on me. That come out.
Go ahead.
come
Go ahead.
on with those sound
Go
bites
ahead.
and
No,
stuff like that. You know,
Go ahead.
that's
No,
childish.
no, hey Reggie, don't worry,
No,
hey
that's
Reggie.
Bro.
childish
That's
right
not
there.
me, bro. You go. Anybody can click that button, brother Reggie. That's not
Hey,
me.
Reggie, don't worry. Hey Reggie, don't worry about it, Reg.
That's real childish.
That's not
No,
us.
hey Reggie,
20
Reggie.
niggas in here.
You don't gotta worry about that, Reg.
Yeah, go
Reg,
ahead.
cause
Black
guess
men
what,
in the
Reggie?
Nile.
Guess what,
Black men in the
Reggie? I
Nile
know what it is
one
and
of
what
the
it's not, Reggie.
right? African
What is the
origins of
name of
major
y'all tag
Western
team group?
religions is another substantial group. Africa, mother of Western
Jesus
civilization.
Christ.
Okay, y'all don't want to have a
No, bro.
That's trash, man.
That's Unc. I was laughing, yo. Just keep, brother Reggie, don't stop. I asked you a question I want to hear.
That's your partner laughing at you.
Man, that's trash.
That's
Snuck
your
that
tag
in,
team
man.
partner laughing, bro. I
Y'all
didn't say shit. I didn't say anything. I'm trying to hear your answer. You
Yo,
just started laughing.
he did say that, man.
Go ahead, brother Reggie. I want to hear this shit. Go ahead. This is for your show. I want you to have a great show. Seriously.
Dr. Ben's work is heavily referenced. It's heavily referenced with quotes and citations from multitudes of scholars. Right?
Outdated.
So work
Because
is
I know it
always-
ain't nothing but bullshit.
Stop pressing
Work
them
is-
buttons, bro. Just
work
don't
is
do it when
always-
he. Hold on, brother Reggie. When brother Reggie talking, please. I'm just asking. I ain't telling. Stop pressing the buttons, bro, because he just stops talking when y'all do that shit. Just keep going, bro.
Yeah, I'm not going to
Y'all
talk
niggas
over
ignorant.
childish.
Yeah, I
behavior.
know. That's what I'm
So
trying to say.
away.
They trying to run you out of here. I just want you to just get your shit going and finish so you can do your show. I want to see the show.
Yeah, I am.
Finish up, bro.
But I definitely need this content. So the fact of the matter is, because Dr. Ben's work, because Dr. Ben's publications or source or reference, when Dr. James Turner selected him to teach at Cornell University, and it goes to the board. It goes to the dean, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the dean is ultimately the one that decides on the appointment, right? And then the college now and the board, they have to, if there's any criticisms, they will deal with the criticisms. There was no criticism on Dr. Yosef Ben Jochanan at Cornell University for the many years that he was there. So it already it passed his work. His work passed academic muster. Now you can argue with Cornell University,
Mm-hmm.
arguing on his board.
So that white lady didn't criticize Dr. Ben.
So that has nothing to do with his. That has nothing to do with his.
Hey, Reggie, can I take over from right here? Can you tag me in, please, Reggie? See,
Yeah,
I know how to be a child with the rest of the children.
I think
I'm a
it's
very
scary
childish
that I
individual, yo.
I think it's
Reggie,
scary that I asked him about black men on the Nile. Was it academic or not? And he
It was
never
a trick
answered the question.
He did. So here it goes. Based off of, hold on, Reggie. Reggie, just tag me in, Reggie. Reggie,
Yeah,
I know how to get straight to it.
I'm going to answer your question, but
you got to tag me at this point, Reggie. The answer is no. Not based off of academic standards that we would consider today or yesterday or time periods before that. No. But to the black community, right, we started to see non-accredited writers write on the subject matter about Egypt. Outside professionals seeing that there was a need for black people to actually write on the subject matter, and they was coming with a different idea that these Egyptians was African. That was the primary point. And then people would say, well, black too. But this was new. White people wasn't writing extensively on it for black people, but Dr. Ben wrote it for black people. That's what makes the work. That the fact that the person that looked like us was writing on the subject, and they writ the shit. Cornell and them seen this shit. They read the shit. They looked at the sources, right? The shit in the book wasn't as crazy left that y'all keep making it that, because he used all academic sources. That's where he gets the respect from. Whether it was right or wrong or not, he used them niggas to source the work. So no, from a rigorous academic white standard, or because that's what it was at the time, wasn't a whole lot of black academics writing on the subject, right? No. So from what we're talking about right here, yo, learning about sources, that's what he did. That's why he was allowed to teach at the university, bro. That's simple, Reggie. You don't gotta run around with the hoops with these niggas. They don't even understand what you're saying, bro.
No, but we also done confirmed that his sources was outdated even then. So how are we gonna sit up here and say anything
Reggie,
about the
don't answer,
academic
Reggie.
part?
Don't answer, Reggie. Hey, Reggie. Reggie. That's another video for our channel, Reggie. Don't. So we got 3 videos.
Hold on. By academic hold on, real quick. So by academics, so I just want to say this for Brother Reggie. I'm trying to, help. So when you say field work, it's another loose claim. No excavation permits, no affiliations with any archaeological teams, no published excavation reports or contributions to peer-reviewed journals, no recorded role in cataloging artifacts, no official research grants tied to any of his field work. He physically spent time in Egypt.
told me he was in the field. He was doing that. He was on the excavations in Egypt. That's what Unc told. Go ahead, though.
It says he physically spent time in Egypt with tours and guided lectures at the Nile Valley, but his field work was educational and personal, not formal archaeological research. Here's the second one. Are his books heavily referenced in source? No. His referencing works like this: sparse citations, few footnotes or endnotes compared to scholarly texts, secondary outdated sources. References are vague, Egyptologists say, without naming specific scholars, and a mix of fact and insertion and assertion. Stay right here. It says why this was intentional. He was writing for a general black audience, not academia. Were there any criticisms about him at Cornell University? You said no. ChatGPT says yes. From traditional faculty, some professors in history, anthropology, and archaeology questioned his academic credentials and the factual accuracy of some of his lectures. They concerned that his courses emphasize political rhetoric and cultural pride over critical evidence-based scholarship. A few openly wondered why someone without a verified doctorate was given a teaching role at an Ivy League institution. Hold on, stay right here. So from
I like
students,
that, Brad. Keep reading, Brad. Good job. Good work.
From students, many black students love Dr. Ben's energy and message. For some, he was the first person who ever told them Egypt was African. So that's a plus. I'll tell you what they tell them impossible too. But it says the other students noted that when they asked for deeper sourcing or proof, the answers was more about a big picture narrative than showing the evidence. why it didn't lead to immediate removal. Dr. James Turner backed him politically and saw his presence as part of the mission to break Eurocentric control of history at Cornell. Now, I said, can I have sources on the criticisms? Clarence Walker, historian, critic of Afrocentrism. He documented factual errors in Dr. Ben's work, such as confusing Cleopatra VII with her daughter Cleopatra VIII. Broader context, critiques of Afrocentrism. So Mary Lefkowitz, Clarence Walker, mainstream scholars, and broader academic critique.
Mm-hmm.
So when y'all say that these things, like when y'all say these things to us, we doing what y'all people attacking us for doing whatever. But when y'all say things and we can actually pull, when we say that we can actually pull these things up in real time, like when you say you said with Dr. James Turner picked him, he had his honorary doctorate in Black Man of the Nile. And that's on record. But we know that Black Man of the Nile isn't academic. And we know that he didn't even have a doctorate at the time or honorary doctorate at the time. They were just calling him Dr. Ben. And he skipped over other PhDs. So there's got to be a reason why Dr. James Turner skipped over qualified people, ignored the fact that Black Man of the Nile wasn't an academic book, to have Dr. Benjamin specifically teach at Cornell University to Ivy League students. Now, if that doesn't give you content for your show, I don't know what else you need.
No. Hey, Reggie, stop. Don't say a word. Hey, Reggie, hold it.
Reggie, do what you told.
Hey, Reggie, just hold it. Hey, Reggie, don't say nothing. Hey, Brass, thank you for reading that. I agree with that. I just would like to let you know, in the field of anthropology and the field studies, white people do the same thing. Right now, I will do a show proving how people who don't got none of that shit get jobs, work on the sites, and end up getting degrees. That's already, so that's not unusual what happened. So I don't have a problem with none of that. And that's where I'm at with it. Go ahead, Reggie.
But the difference is he didn't end up getting a degree though.
No problem. Go ahead, Reggie. Go ahead, Reggie.
Okay. Reggie, you can go now. Go ahead, brother Reggie.
Okay.
It's crazy.
So what you don't understand about academia and also the politics of academia is that they're really interested in they're bringing in they're interested in bringing in sometimes contrasting experts to dismantle things that were consensus that people have known for a long time that was wrong.
Was Dr. Ben an expert?
Right. No, so stop cutting me off. Right.
Hey,
now,
Reggie,
I'm looking up to see if Dr. Ben was an expert.
Hey, Reggie.
No.
I cut you. Hey, Reggie. Hey, Reggie.
Nobody interrupt me for a second.
Hey, Reggie, you want me to say that they can't stand the experts actually critique Dr. Ben. See, that's what they can't stand. The real question is, why would
who critique Dr. Ain't nobody said shit about Dr. Ben.
I'm trying to.
Reggie, you heard what I said? Hey, Reggie, you heard me, right, Reggie? I know they can't hear, but you heard me, right, Reg?
I heard you. Now,
what
hey, Reggie, I want you to think about that for a minute, Reggie. Don't worry about what nobody else saying, Reggie. Just stay right here, Reggie. That's the real question, Reggie.
Can you let him talk real quick? God killer. Please, with your permission.
Sir Williams Matthew Flinders Petrie. Sir Williams Matthew Flinders Petrie, the pioneer, watch this, Egyptologist, did not hold a traditional academic degree. He was primarily self-taught and received only a formal education through a single university extension course in mathematics. Don't you ever critique Dr. Joseph Benjo Cannon, right? When you have Dr. William Matthew Flinders Petrie, who is a pioneer Egyptologist with no credentials, only taught from an extension of a university in private tutoring, self-directed study, but yet he was awarded numerous honorary degrees, including from Oxford, Cambridge, Edinburgh, Aberdeen, and Strasbourg. This is what you call
fuck him too.
European school.
Fuck
Yeah,
him too.
fuck yeah. I'm about to say.
So I give you a goddamn example of
Fuck him
how
too. Ain't nobody up here ever
Who are these
claimed
niggas?
that Petrie was their master teacher.
No.
Nobody
So-
ever
so
argued
throwing you
about
off, Reggie.
Petrie
Hey,
Baba.
Reggie, don't
Reggie,
answer that, Reggie.
how
He's
dare
throwing you off.
talk
Chef throwing
about
you off
my
right now.
master teacher,
Look,
William
spamming.
Flanders
It's
Leonard
spamming.
Petraeus.
Yeah, they
Don't
know
you
nothing
ever
about
talk about my dad. Like,
it.
they
You're
rage
spamming.
bait. Hey, Reggie is called rage baiting right now.
No, he
niggas?
just
You're spamming.
he just
So
put
when we
Dr.
we
Ben
examine your
up
daddy,
against somebody that we don't even.
when we
Now that's not why
examine
he
your
did that,
daddy,
Chef, and you know it, Chef.
you have a
Chef,
problem.
So
Chef,
then
you
why did he do
disingenuous.
it?
That's not why he said that.
So
hey,
why
no,
did he do
Let's
it?
stay right here.
Now y'all know why he did it.
I
Hey,
don't want
Reggie,
to
don't
get
even
away
tell
from
me
answer that,
why.
Reggie.
Tell me
I
why.
don't want to
Don't
get
worry
away,
about it,
brother Reggie. I don't want to get away from the conversation. But when you compare, see, we got this thing in here called deflection. So I already know that when we
There they
talking
go.
about helping you, right? You said I'm starting this conversation about Dr. Ben, and I'm gonna do a show on Dr. Ben. So I already know when y'all start talking about other people, we talking about Francis Cress Wilson, niggas start talking about Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. So I want to stay right here with William.
You brought in
No,
Dr.
stay
Walker,
not
you was
you.
talking
Just
about
stay right
Francis
there.
Cress Wilson.
Stay right there, bro.
Plus
Hold on,
Flanders
don't cut me
Petrie
off.
published
Don't cut me off.
reports.
Just stay right there. Stay
We
right
couldn't
there.
hear you. We couldn't. What's
So
that?
William
That Jeff,
Matthew Flanders Petrie
that Mel.
are completely different figures. He's nationally British. His profession is archaeology.
Now let him talk. Let him talk. Let him
It's
talk, Reg.
archaeology and Egyptology. He developed systematic excavation methods. He directed digs at sites like Abydos, Amarna, and Giza. Published
His father
heavily
did too, yep.
documented excavation reports still used in Egyptology today. So the difference between them two people that you're talking about is he directed major excavations in Egypt, not a fucking tour guide.
Let me
He's
ask
a
you a question.
trained archaeologist.
No.
Let me ask you a
Let
question.
me finish. No, let me finish talking.
No, wait.
He had a detailed, peer-reviewed excavation reports. The founder of scientific archaeology in Egypt, they are not the same. In fact, they represent two very different traditions. Petrie in formal Western Egyptology, Dr. Ben in community-based Afrocentric historical teaching. See, you forget that we could look the shit up you say in real time. You are what we call capping right now for your master teacher.
I'm not going to yell.
Because I know it ain't
I'm not
nothing
going to
but
yell, but
push.
I want my time. But I'm not going to yell. Right? So here's the question. So here's the issue. And you don't even look at how black scholars, right, like Leo Hansberry and others were rejected by white scholars. Dr. Leo Hansberry was rejected, right, to be on stage. Really, Dr. Ben. But I'll tell you this.
Oh, what?
Play. Since you want to play. Not only Williams Flanders Petrie had
Give me
no
another
academic skills, right? Neither did Howard Carter, who discovered King Tut's tomb. He had nothing.
What about
What
Joseph
Amelia
Johnson
Edwards?
from Maryland? Like, you gonna keep naming people, bro?
Nothing.
We talking about
What
Dr.
about
Ben. I don't
August
feel like looking
Marriott?
up all these people.
What about August Marriott? Nothing. None of them had academic skills. None of the daddies had academic, but they are Egyptologists. They're all called Egyptologists, but Dr. Ben won't be called an Egyptologist. So you don't understand.
Dr. Leo Hansberry, BA in history from Amherst College, studied at Harvard and Howard, MA from Harvard in government and international relations, earned his PhD coursework at Harvard, but never submitted his dissertation, founded the African Studies Department at Howard University. And you comparing Youssef to him?
No, hey Reggie, here. Hey Reggie, come on, man. You heard see everybody acting like they're not hearing what you're saying. You use Leo Hansberry. You use him for the fact that they wouldn't even allow the man to get on the dig. The reason you mentioned Peachtree was because this nigga, got appointed without no degrees, the same way Dr. Ben did. That's the only reason you mentioned them two motherfuckers. They playing with you, Reggie. I'm sitting there listening, bro. You gotta be sharp, Reggie, because these niggas is playing in front of your face, dog. I'm telling you, bro.
Hey,
They making it whole other shit, Reggie.
Who
You never said that Ben was on par with that white boy. You never said that. I heard. How come I can hear what the man is saying, yo?
Wait. Key and
Why
Peele
can I hear what that man saying, yo?
Hold on.
No,
Key and Peele
no.
got a skit. They got a skit
Who are these
where
niggas?
Obama would talk, right? And then Key
Man, that
or
is-
Peele
Nah,
would
man.
motherfucking do the translation for him. That's literally what you do. He would say some formal, calm shit,
That's not true,
and then
yo.
Key or Peele, I don't know, Key, that's
Brad.
no Kill. He would
Brad.
just come in and say, da 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 da, da 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 da. Like, Brother Reggie is a competent person. He can explain his point.
Reggie, don't let him do it, bro. Hey, Brass,
Hey,
I like your
kid,
skill
dude.
set, but I love your skill set, bro. But I'm on top of your game.
Man.
That's not
you
what's
say
happening.
you are literally
No, hold on. Let me get my statement out. Let me get my statement out, Brad.
You gotta stand down.
You
You
should
gotta
not be
stand
afraid
down.
of hearing what I gotta say, though. You should
I'm
not
not
be
talking.
afraid of hearing what I gotta say,
I'm
bro.
not talking. I'm not
I'm
talking.
simply saying that I heard it differently.
Okay.
Y'all heard it another way. That's always the problem. Y'all add a whole lot of extra on it. It's okay though, bro. I know why the man mentioned the two people, and he explained why y'all added the whole thing on the same level. That ain't even what that man said, yo.
Okay.
And I explained what he meant.
Okay.
So Dr. Leo Hansberry, in some regards, right, had way more academic studies than Dr. Joseph Ben Jokanen. However, even with Leo Hansberry's credentials, he was excluded from excavations. So you can't name any Black people who was included in excavations during that time. But yet you don't factor that in when you talk about Dr. Ben. Now, as far as
I don't care, Reggie. They don't give a fuck, yo. Just keep going.
They
Yo,
don't.
You sat back and didn't say nothing. You keep doing.
I'm just saying, because they don't give a Reggie. You talking to niggas who don't give a fuck. So you gotta not give a
You
fuck.
definitely talking to. I'ma speak for myself.
Reggie, you just can't. You can't do much right
fuck.
now, Reggie. They gonna never get it, Reggie. Just do what you do, bro. You don't give a fuck.
Like if this shit is indoctrination. Like
It
what are
is.
y'all trying to do?
You hear
to
that,
us?
right? You hear that, right?
It's my boy Jeff. So it's indoctrinating by pointing out that
Like this shit is difficult, man. Y'all don't get it?
Nah, not even a little bit. Nah.
God damn.
No. Not at all.
I'm trying to tell you that these wild motherfuckers we should listen to. And man, it's crazy.
Yeah, but why you even so why okay?
This shit is infuriating.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
What it is that
no, supposed to be.
I know.
See,
That's why you do it.
Hey, Reggie, that's why I come with the whole tank armor division, nigga. See, you playing with these niggas.
No, it's bullshit.
No, it's not.
No, nobody feel like jumping in shit. Don't nobody feel like keep jumping in all this shit with y'all.
So then stop speaking on it then. You jumping in. Be quiet. He could just be
a million
like
things about Dr. Ben. Is he credible? Look it up. No. So
that would not be true. That ain't what it said, though. See how you did
He's
that?
not a credible.
That is
He's
not
not
what that
a credible academic.
Hey, Brad.
He's a pseudo.
Hey, Brad. Is that what you just read said that? Now, he threw the extra academic spice on it on purpose. See, I caught that. I caught it. So, Brad, I said I agree with what you read, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
This nigga threw on the extra academic spice shit. See, the brain can't hear all that.
My feelings in wild shit. I put my feelings in it.
Okay. But it throws off the conversation.
I have a right to feel.
You don't. No, you don't. No, you do not have a right to lie. You do not have a right to lie in this conversation.
Ain't a lie.
No, nobody said that. See, you threw the lie in the cap. That's cap. I sit here and agree. Brass read an excellent statement, bro.
No, it's only
broke
excellent
shit
because
down.
you agree with it.
No, because they broke it down properly. All right, I'm done. I made my point. Go ahead, Reggie. You gotta know they don't give a fuck, Reggie. You gotta know that, yo. You just gotta understand it. Once you understand that, Reggie, you be up for it.
You talking to yourself. I guarantee you ain't nobody listening to that shit.
I know.
What a shame.
Brother Reggie, I just want to talk about a state. Wait, where you finished, brother?
They
Reggie?
keep egging you on to do this shit to yourself, Reggie. They
no,
not
you said you want content. I'm giving them content. So, brother Reggie, you want to speak or can I speak?
You're right about that. Niggas don't care. They ain't listening.
They don't. It's like you trying to tell it. It's like you trying to tell a room full of atheists some shit about Jesus is real. Y'all not gonna be trying to hear that shit, huh? It's gonna be like, bro, whatever you say, I know it's bullshit. Why? Because we atheists, God not real. All of us is sitting here already understand that Dr. Ben to us is not a credible scholar. So anything y'all trying to bring, if y'all trying to big him up, we already is like an atheist trying to be taught that Jesus is real. That's what y'all doing to us. That is bullshit. How many ways is y'all gonna twist this to try to put this shit in our heads?
Reggie, you know he just capped out, right? He capped himself out, yo. Because nobody sitting here
listen to
saying
it.
that Dr. Ben was a credible. We went down the whole lot about what.
So if he's not credible, what are we doing?
No one
if you accept that he's not credible, then what are we doing?
No, we was talking about academic. No, hold on. You said that this nigga was an academic. Your whole smill, your whole hyperbole, and you ended with a credible academic. Nigga, we never said that. That's the cap.
So why would we listen to a nigga who's not a credible academic?
You capped out.
So
that's
hold
the
on.
cap.
Corey, you chopping up.
So he's not a credible academic.
That's the cap.
Corey, you chopping up. You gotta go out and come back.
So if he's not a credible academic, he's not an expert, what are we listening to him for? What are we about to prove?
Community educator is what the shit said.
You a community educator.
Right,
you
nigga,
a community educator.
Right. So for a nigga to argue me down that I'm trying to be, hold on, yo. This how disingenuous it is. Oh, no, hey, hold on.
So you and Dr. Ben is on the same level.
Same level, nigga. Same level, nigga. Same level, nigga.
Yeah, there we go.
I agree, nigga. I agree. So for a nigga to try to argue,
do you accept that, Reggie?
I'm playing,
hold on.
But
Reggie,
I'm talking.
do you
Let me finish my point, though, yo. Let me finish my point, though, yo. You said it. Let me finish my point. I ain't talking when you was finishing your point. So for a nigga to sit here and argue that and make a nigga argue for me being an academic is per cap. It's cap with a capital cap. It's the big baseball cap. The hell out of here with that, bro. That's the games y'all play. And it sounds real smooth. It sounds real cool. You get it off. That's cap, bro. Stop it. He was what he was. A community activist that put information that academia wasn't writing on. Like that. You know that shit. Right, wrong, or fucking indifferent. That's the difference the nigga made. That's why he in the Met Museum. Okay,
emphasize the wrong and indifferent.
That is your opinion, though. You can have that.
It was wrong.
Nigga, you never
said he was wrong.
It all was not wrong. You're lying.
What did he get right? What did he get right?
Hey, Betty, we're going to go through the book, right?
What did he get right?
We're going to go through his works. Listen, we're going to go through his works, right? And we're going to go step by step with these. That's how you get these things, because you know they ain't ready, Reggie. Reggie, you know what, Reggie? They don't even know what's in the book, Reggie. So they wouldn't even know, Reggie. They wouldn't even know.
You agree with me.
No, I don't.
You said that he was a community
No, I don't.
activist?
That don't mean you can't get shit right, nigga. I get shit right all the time. That's wrong.
Yeah,
that's okay.
You do, but you're not credible.
Guess what, though, yo?
You're not credible.
Guess what, though? No, hold on. So you saying the only way a person can be credible is what? What makes a person credible?
Not lying on their about their credentials.
No, you said I wasn't credible. I don't lie about none of that. I can actually put up a sign.
No, we talking about Dr. Ben. We ain't talking about you.
Oh, I thought you said I pull up my work, nigga.
You ain't credible neither.
All right, so guess what? I bet you don't got a published article.
You
with some
killed the
doctors.
gorilla.
I
You
bet
killed
that's
the
credible.
gorilla.
Okay,
You
but
was
that's
set
kill
up
that
with some
gorilla.
friends to kill a gorilla. You ain't credible.
That was conspiracy. That was a
I'm trying to change the
conspired.
tone. Y'all niggas
You-
not yelling at each other, bro. God damn.
Y'all niggas.
Thank you. Laugh.
Y'all
You
ain't.
conspired to kill a gorilla.
Hell no.
Ain't
The
nobody
killer
tried
gorilla.
to kill
You
a
got me.
gorilla. Shit. You can't be credible. God damn.
Ain't
Let's
that
move
crazy?
on.
So
Like,
after
what would
3
make
hours,
you-
we finally get the
Let's
admission.
move on.
We
What would
finally
make
heard it,
you,
Joe.
man?
Niggas
What
tried to
would
beat
make
me up, call me a liar. Now it's
No,
like
I
we
don't
got
want
it. I know we got you, nigga.
what would make you even
Hey, Logic, you got
agree
no
to?
Logic. I never said that. Logic. See that again?
Hold on.
What
Hey,
would make
I
you
just made
even
it.
agree to some shit like that?
Listen, Joe.
Y'all
Hey, so
flipping cap every
Come
this
on.
is funny
Come
shit.
on.
Y'all niggas
But
flipping
why?
cap.
But y'all have several times and admitted that the man ain't academic, and then ChatGPT also admitted that
I know, but what?
all you
How
can
is
get
that
out of
ever
his book is
arguing though?
Afrocentrism.
No,
So
Logic.
if
No,
you
do you get?
acknowledge,
I'm
hold up, yo,
Logic.
if you acknowledge that the
Logic.
man ain't academic,
Logic.
then
Hey,
just say
Logic.
you're not reading his book for academics, yo, and then it's cool.
Logic. Hey, Logic. That's a straw man. Logic. Who say that?
That ain't no straw man. You
It is.
clearly
Who
can't get
says
the
that though?
academics
Logic.
out of it, so you gotta be reading it for something else.
Hold on. All right, I got you. Since I seem to be the only nigga on earth to read the shit, have you ever heard me say that? Seriously, bro.
You've been trying to bait us into reading that shit for a long time.
No, I have not. No, bro, stop, man. Come on, don't do.
Come on, I'm
don't
messing
do.
with you. Go ahead. I'm messing with
Brother
you.
Reggie,
I'm saying, did you
I
ever
wanna
hear
give
me
you
say
a-
that
Hey,
Dr. Ben
you
was
still
an
coming down the
academic?
hill. I'm trying to tell you, fall back from this.
Hold on. Okay, no, this is true, and Mel, I appreciate it because
What'd you say, Mel? What'd you say, Mel? What'd you say,
So
Mel?
you trying to die on the hill that ain't your fight. Just fall back.
This ain't your fight. It's Reggie. Reggie tried to get the content. You just
Hey,
kind
you
of
can get it too, though, Mel. How about that, Mel? Hold on.
Look.
Hey, Mel, you can get it too. I'm a down that hill with Reggie. Go get me. Hell wrong with you, Mel. You know me. You know
Nah,
I
but
am in this motherfucking thing right here. Look, I'm right here.
so Mel, he willing to die on the hill and also say he willing to die
you know
on the
you my
hill and
man,
also
Mel, for
Dr.
real,
Ben
Mel.
is
You
not
know that.
academic and he
You gotta
wrong.
be careful,
I
man.
don't know what you fighting
Got
for.
anybody in the car, man. Gotta be careful, man.
Let me give you. I
If
want to
Dr.
give.
Ben
Hold
is
on,
not an
brother
academic
Reggie.
and he wrong, I don't know what y'all
Nobody,
fighting
the
for.
nigga not wrong now. What?
It's
He not
fine,
no
brother
more
Reggie.
wrong than Philly's Peachtree, niggas. Let's be real. Let's play the game. Hey, Reggie, I'm up for the challenge, nigga. I hope you hit you.
Petrie
Don't
was in
add no
the
razzle dazzle to
1800s
this,
though.
Reggie.
I'm actually trying to give brother Reggie some credit. Y'all keep stopping, bro. I'm trying to. He made a correct.
Hey, Reggie, we don't need no smoke and mirrors. We don't need no razzle dazzle. The nigga don't gotta be academic to put the shit in paper right. They capped the fuck out, yo. They made that shit up. Who said that? Some wild ass niggas say that shit. A wild nigga say, yeah, I'm right about everything. Y'all got me fucked up. I communicate with experts that respect motherfucking niggas' work. Y'all tripping right now. Y'all niggas ain't got nothing nowhere. Nowhere. Put on YouTube, nigga.
Nah,
I
bro,
control my
like just
shit, nigga.
be honest, yo. You treating Dr. Ben like he Bill Nye the Science Guy or some shit. Let's just be
Okay, well,
real.
Bill, right. Okay, right. Bill Nye the Science Guy don't got no degree in science. Right. There you go. You just figured it out, bro. Man. How you fall into that?
That still don't help you out, yo. We all know Bill Nye the Science Guy is up there with them people, go. Come on, y'all.
No, he not.
We're not about to compare.
No, he not.
We are not about to compare Bill Nye the Science Guy to goddamn Dr. Ben, bro.
Why not,
Because
yo?
if you
He's
do
not
that,
an
you're
Bill
gonna
Nye-
lose, yo.
All right, that's another video.
Hold on. Bill Nye does have a degree. He does have a degree. What do you mean? Why you say
Dr.
that?
Ben got a degree.
Dr. Ben doesn't
No,
have a degree.
He do got a degree.
No, he doesn't.
He do.
He got honorary
You can
degrees.
keep going back and forth, but at the time when he went to Cornell, he didn't even have the honorary.
Nah, he didn't even have honorary. Nope.
When they were calling him Dr. Ben, he didn't have a doctorate or honorary degree. And Bill Nye the Science Guy has a degree from Cornell University. It's the funniest.
You're gonna lose the argument before you even get started, yo.
Hold on. So we arguing with Bill Nye has a degree.
No, we're
we
not.
arguing with Bill. Hold on. Jesus Christ, you're doing it on purpose right now, yo. I'm saying,
You're moving the goalpost and then trying to move it back.
Come on, Mel, with that shit, Mel.
Go ahead.
What's wrong with you, Mel? You get your shot at it, yo. Relax. You
Go
keep
ahead.
jumping. You don't get shot up too. Are we arguing that Bill Nye? My argument with Bill Nye was that the nigga talks about science but does not have a science degree. Was my goddamn statement, not whether he had a fucking degree. Y'all tripping right now, bro.
You
I
said
remember
he does.
At least we know the man
You said he
college
didn't have a
educated though. Yo,
degree.
you act like you
Oh,
ain't get what I was
so that's
saying.
where you going with it now? Okay, bet.
You just said he didn't have a degree. That's all I
use
was
that
saying.
as
I
a
didn't
basic argument. I
man.
would not use that.
That's exactly what you said. You said he didn't have a degree, not a
I
degree.
didn't. I said he didn't have a degree in the shit he talking about, bro. That's the conversation, bro.
Okay,
Y'all in your brains,
no.
man.
Listen, I didn't know. Listen, okay. I'm a brother Reggie. Let me give you some
It's
credit.
not
Real quick.
hold on. You didn't know Bill Nye's not a scientist, yo? He's not a scientist at all. So he said, I'm comparing Doc. That'd be a perfect motherfucking
But he
thing.
does. He has a bachelor.
It's
of
not
science.
a.
Not in
It's
science,
not.
no. Not in.
No,
He's not
listen,
a scientist.
The
hold
fact
on,
that you
hold
think
on.
that's one to one
He's
shows a
not
lot, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Hold on. He's not a science. Okay, he's not a scientist, but he
Right.
definitely has. Hold on. But his degree is a bachelor of science.
Engineering. It's his
a
degree in engineering.
bachelor of science.
Does not make you a scientist.
I'm not
It's
saying.
just a
Can I finish
word.
my sentence? I'm not saying. I agree with you, but his degree is a bachelor of science in mechanical engineering from Cornell University.
Right, I agree to that.
Okay,
but
that's all I'm
talks
saying.
about all things. But he talks about all things science. That's all Dr. Ben is doing. He's talking about all things Egyptology. That's it, bro. You can talk about the subject matter without having a degree. You just ain't gonna be able to change the field now that shit is that heavy.
You
That's
can
all
talk
I'm
about
saying.
no, and all we're saying is you can most certainly talk about it. We live in the United States of America, free speech. But if you don't have an honorary degree and no peer-reviewed work, you probably shouldn't be teaching students at an Ivy League university.
No, but once you take that up with the Ivy League University, yo, you wouldn't take it up with us. That's crazy as hell. Is y'all mad because the nigga got through and could maintain that position for 9-10 years, yo? That's hate at this point. How y'all
No,
gonna
we
hate
acting.
like that, yo?
Oh yeah,
acting like y'all are acting like he didn't do it though. No, what's going? I don't even know what y'all arguing no more.
I
I'm
don't
so
know.
confused.
Oh man, that's that. Y'all got the wild ass shit, right? I'm gonna let that slide.
Reggie, can I give you credit? When you get a chance, I'm gonna give you credit.
Hey Reggie, what's on Dr. Ben's obituary, yo? In that schooling section, yo. Can we talk about that real quick, yo?
Yeah, I got the obituary.
So you giving out a participation ribbon, huh, bro?
Read it. Go ahead, Mel. Read the obituary. What they said about any schooling. Go ahead, bro.
Hold on, let me pull it up.
Well,
pull that
Dr. Ben that wrote it, right? Didn't brother
Where's brother Reggie at? Like I feel
Reggie
like
said he helped write it, but yeah, he's in there.
And Reggie wrote that shit, man.
Come on,
Hey,
like Reggie, Reggie got to speak up. I feel like I'm getting jumped around this bitch.
It's wild to me though, y'all. Because
I know it is.
I've never in my life have I said fuck Dr. Ben, right? But the guy who's on here defending Dr. Ben tooth and nail said 2 hours ago, fuck Dr. Ben. And ain't none of his shit credible.
Dr. Ben, nigga, I ain't scared of that.
Like, it's
And
wild.
What?
Like, that's
yeah, explain the why.
Why are y'all even
Explain
talking
the why, niggas. Explain the why. Don't play with me.
I want to know why
You still want to
why.
hear him, brother Reggie?
Explain the
I want
why.
to know why
You
they're still talking to you
Explain
about Dr.
the why.
Ben when you done already said fuck him and he's not credible already.
There you go with the
You
cap again.
already said what they saying.
There you go with the
Oh
cap.
yeah, I must have missed something.
Oh yeah, no,
Cap,
he said fuck Francis Cress Wilson. All of them.
Did he?
Why I say?
Oh shit.
Why I
Oh
say?
man.
Why I say?
You said